Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this Christmas tree ornament. Now this is in conjunction with our guide to 10 hand-forged Christmas gifts. The playlist will be in the link in the description down below. And this is part of an ebook that Jessica and I are selling. And this is a guide, again this is an ultimate guide. It's a guide to about 10 different hand-forged items. We plan on adding some more Christmas items every year to this guide to make it even better. But basically, we've figured out all the SEO. I've written down all the starting stock size materials, how much the material costs, your labor that you'll have to expect to make in the job, possible profit, and possible profit margin, and what price you can take and sell these at. Also, Jessica has outlined all the SEO, all the stuff that you need to do to put in your tags and your search engine stuff to optimize, so this way you come up in search so people can find your items. Also, in this particular portion of this that will be coming with this ebook as well, will be the template for this, so you can cut your own out of a piece of sheet steel. Now I'm not going to show that process as I've made an easy to do template. If you want to make your own template, you can go Google search any sort of Christmas tree element or thing like that and just print it out and paste it on a piece of steel and cut away to your heart's content. Again, if you want to make the one that I'm making here, it'd be a great idea to go ahead and purchase that ebook. Ebook. Blah, blah. All right, enough of that. Enough of that salesmanship there. I'm going to stick this in the fire, and we're going to get that hot. Now that piece is a piece of 1/8 inch steel, and it was 2 inches wide by 5 inches long. And I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So it's 2 inches wide by 5 inches long, and then I basically cut out all the little serrations on the edge and drew myself a little Christmas tree. Again, I already figured all that out and put that in the template in the ebook. Some of the things you'll need for this is you'll need a little eyeball punch. This happens to be a 3/16 inch eyeball punch. You can find these anywhere online. I also have a video on how to make eyeball punches on the channel. All you have to do is search that in the description, or just search that on the channel. And if Jessica can find it, she'll put it in the link down below. And you'll need a 1/4 inch round punch. Now this is just a standard 1/4 inch, nothing fancy round punch. You've seen it before. A nice pair of tongs that fit the work very well. And I like using a saw face hammer to strike any hardened punches or tooling of that nature. So once this gets up to heat, the first step in the whole process that we're going to do is we're going to give the limbs a little bit of texture. So in the next heat, you'll see that. Okay, now that we've got all the texture done on the leaves, we're just going to bring that towards the center. You don't have to go super crazy with this, texture. You want it to have a little bit of a hammered look. Hammering the wrong way. You want this to have a little bit of a hammered look. But again, you don't need to go crazy on this. And you'll see why here in a second. So after we've got that all textured up, as you can see, I kind of hit the center a little bit. that's giving it a little bit of a different shape. Get that all brushed up. Just remove some extra scale. Hope you guys can see that. Some of the light and shadow going on. Now we will lay out, while it's cold, where we're putting our rope or wherever we're going to attach it. In this case, we're going to use a ribbon in this. I put a little dot on it while it's cold. Hopefully you can see that. And that'll allow me to punch this very quickly. It is easier to just punch these. It's so much quicker to punch them than it is to take the time to drill them. And so that would be my recommendation of while you're working these. So I will go ahead and punch that through in the next heat. Okay, now that we have that punched through, what does every good ornament need? Every good ornament needs, or what, some ornaments of its own. Or every Christmas tree needs some ornaments. So my suggestion is don't do these in any sort of ordinary fashion. Just put them in at random places. I think the ornament looks better that way. Just like a real Christmas tree. You just punch in that eyeball punch several times. And then, you know, make sure to not work this too cold. Eyeball punches like for you to be working your material hot. So don't be punching in too cold. You're just going to leave a flat top versus a dome. So I'm going to heat this up one more time here. And I'll finish that off with a few more punch marks. Okay, so now we have that done. Just for a little bit of added fun, we're going to add a few in between, just center punch marks. Now, these don't have to be in any sort of order either. Just pick wherever it seems like it fills some nice negative space or fills the purpose. And those are basically the equivalency of some Christmas lights, if you will. I think that looks good enough. That gives us enough visual interest to the front of this ornament. Now I'm going to go this one extra little mile here. Some people don't do this, but I think these ornaments pop so much better if we give them a little bit of shape. We need to give this some curves. We need to give this just a little bit of shape to it, so this way, again, people realize that this isn't just a flat piece of metal that, you know, came from some sort of manufacturer or something. This is a hand-forged, one-of-kind made piece. So we're going to heat that up again, and when I come back out, I'm going to use my cupping tool over at the vise. If you want to know how to make this, there'll be a link in the description where you can see how to make these type of cupping tools here on the channel, as I made this one for a video. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, now with a rounded face hammer and all of our details pointed down, we're going to aim to the side of the cupping tool to each side to try to bend some of those leaves back, some of the edges of this leaf, of this, keep calling it a leaf, it's a tree, back to give it some backwards dimension there. And then we're going to bend this forward a little bit, and it'll give us just a little bit more dimension. And you can play with this all you like, but I bend some of the branches back and forth. Again, this gives it just a little more visual interest than what it would have had prior to this, and I think it just looks a little better, in my opinion. But again, use your own discretion on it and do what you think looks good on yours. I just use this tool to give it just a little bit of shape. Don't even worry about it sitting flat. You don't want it to sit flat. You want this thing to, again, have a little bit of form for when it's on the tree. A little bit of shape, and poof, voila, you're done. Now you can brass brush this, you can wire wheel it, you can just leave it plain, forge, or sell them in a whole set. Sell a whole bunch of these in a whole set. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like and a comment of what you thought below. Also, be sure to go ahead and check out our website at blacksmithpdfs.com, where we'll be selling the ebook centered around all these Christmas projects that we'll be forging. It is titled Guide to 10 Hand-Forged Christmas Gifts. So make sure you check that out. Again, the link for that will be down in the description down below. And I will also put just a little card right there for it. Anyways, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, God bless you and have a Merry Christmas. We'll catch you next time.